and this is something that was originally proposed many years ago by a guy named Harold Burr back in the 30s, is this idea that the shape of embryos and of regenerating limbs and everything else isn't just an emergent outcome of a open loop process where these simple rules get activated and eventually something complex happens. I mean, that certainly does happen. There is, this emergence of complexity certainly does occur. But what he was saying is that actually, and people before that, but he was particularly thinking about this in bioelectrical terms, that basically the tissue is operating specifically towards an encoded final set point that it's trying to reach. Okay, what's important about that is that it makes a very specific prediction. Like your thermostat, to say that your thermostat stores a particular goal that it is trying to reach, so it has a goal. There's only one way to test it, which is, well, let's rewrite the goal and see what happens. Okay, so in order to make a claim like this, that the thing is teleological, you have to be able to find the encoding of the set point. You have to decode it. You have to be able to change it and show that by changing that set point, now the system is chasing a different goal. Right? That's how you can find teleology. You don't find it by assuming it. Of course, you also can't banish it by assuming it doesn't exist. You have to do experiments. And so we have shown, exactly as Burr predicted, that in many of these cases there is literally a bioelectric pattern memory that precedes and drives the behavior of the cells towards a specific outcome. For individual cells, from their perspective, it's just a bunch of voltage gradients, and they do what cells do, is they behave in specific ways according to specific gradients. Because they at that level they don't have access to the whole plan of what's going on. But the cellular collective, to the collective, that pattern is a memory, exactly the same way as it's a memory to brainy organisms when they're going to go and get whatever their goal is of wherever they're going. So to the collective, it is a memory, and they're pursuing goal-directed behavior towards that memory, and that means rearranging their parts to get the error down as close as you can. So that's the magic of bioelectricity, is simply that it is an amazingly good way to bind the pieces together towards a collective that can store larger patterns. And in my framework, this is the size of the goals you can maintain is known as the cognitive light cone. The cognitive light cone demarcates what are, in space and time, what are the biggest goals that you can entertain. And what life loves to do is to scale up that cognitive light cone. And bioelectricity is one method for taking a bunch of parts and making sure that the collective has a larger cognitive light cone that projects into, for example, anatomical space instead of the physiological and metabolic space that individual cells try to operate in.